Let's look at Go Integrator Cara. Where do I use Go Integrator Cara in the solutions, and how is it even useful? Let's discuss what are the features of Go Integrator Cara and what it actually offers. When do you use it? Now, when you have a mix of Teams enhanced users and Teams basic users, that's when you would actually look at implementing Go Integrator Cara. Now, if you had all the users as Teams enhanced users, we have recently launched the native Teams transfer. So for the just call transfer feature of it, you don't actually need to use Go Cara when you have all of them as Teams enhanced users. In scenarios where you have a mix of Teams enhanced users and Teams basic users, that's when Go Cara becomes quite important from that call transfer point of view. You can't actually have any Teams enhanced users without Cara in those scenarios. The other really important feature is having that CRM integration. If CRM integration is a requirement, if there's Salesforce or HubSpot or some CRM, and we want to see some form of integration with that CRM, then you would use Go Integrator Cara. Now, so let's look at a scenario as to why you would need it in the mix of enhanced users and Teams basic users. Imagine you have an inbound call that's coming in, and it's ringing on one of the Teams enhanced users, and that user picks up the call. And once the user picks up the call, he or she has decided to then transfer the call. Now, in this scenario, the call gets transferred, but the platform is still under the impression that the initial user or first user is still on a call, because we can't actually track whether the person is off the call or not, or the agent is off the call. So the platform is still under the impression that first user is still on a call, so it wouldn't pass any calls to that first agent, and then continue to pass on any calls to the second agent, because again, the platform is not aware that the second agent is currently on the call. So really important to have Go Integrator Cara so that those call transfers happen smoothly, and the queue or the platform has an idea of who is actually holding the call currently. Now, all of this would reset as soon as the second agent hangs up the call, and it'll be back to normal again. But for the duration of the call, this is the scenario that will be happening, and hence why you would need Go Cara here. Again, these are all the features that are available within Go Integrator Cara. Imagine changing ACD status. So if an agent wants to change their status from available to unavailable, that's when you can use Go Cara. Now, it is important to distinguish between Teams basic users and Teams enhanced users. If Teams basic users were part of a native Teams call queue, then they would use their own present status to make themselves to busy or do not disturb. But we are talking about our call queues, or the call queues that you would use Salesforce with, and you would spin up a call queue there and have Teams enhanced user part of those call queues. That is when you would use Go Integrator Cara to change the ACD status. So we are purely talking about ACD status of call queues on Salesforce. The next one is queue subscription. Now, Go Integrator Cara enables an agent to subscribe or unsubscribe to a certain queue. Without Go Integrator Cara, the other option would be to use Salesforce. An agent can log into Salesforce and use Salesforce to subscribe and unsubscribe to the queue. So this is where Go Cara makes it a bit more easy. And apart from just the queue subscription, it also gives you the calls that are waiting in the queue. Based on the screenshot that you see on top, you can see that it indicates how many calls are currently waiting in the queue, how many agents are currently in the queue, and out of those agents, how many are actually available. And it also indicates the wait time. Once you have a call, it actually also comes up with what's the wait time in the queue currently. So that basically would help an agent to, if they're not part of a particular queue, and if they see that there's only 2 agents, but there's like 10 calls, then they might subscribe and start helping out in that queue. So it enables them to act on call volume a bit more better. That's basically the feature of queue subscription. Go Integrator Cara also enables an agent to have a view at presence. Now, they can use Teams to go back and look at someone's presence. But imagine if they're working on Salesforce or working at something on a browser, so that they don't have to keep switching applications. This can be docked on the left-hand side, and they can look at anyone's presence from there. And in scenarios where you have maybe a mix of WebEx and Teams users, some of them are using WebEx, they can have to look at someone's Teams presence using Go Integrator Cara. There's also the contact search option. So it enables agents to search for any contact within their CRM. So as you can see in the right screenshot, I'm basically searching for my name, and the search results has basically searched through Salesforce because we have integration with Salesforce. It has given out all the contacts with my name in there.